Right, so let me show you guys what we're dealing with. Oh my days, look at that. Extremely full, just like I thought it would be. Good morning everyone, it's Sid from Partridge Exterior Cleaning, and something a little bit different for everyone today. Me and my brother here, where is he? There he is. So this is Sledge from Involvoed. I'll pop his link to his YouTube channel on the screen now. He's come down all the way from Berlin, Germany to come and help me out for a week's worth of work. So we've got loads of work to get done, loads of videos to film. This is a special one today. I'm also waiting another special guest, which will be Rob from Spinaclean. They were kind enough to lend me, for this job specifically, their industrial 85 gutter vacuum. I was let down by a scissor lift hire that I was meant to be using for this job. Yeah, they've really let me down and messed me around. So just so happened at the time that they did let me down before I ordered it, Spinaclean rang up and said, do you want to test out our 85? And I said, yes please. I said, that could not be more perfect timing. And you'll see why. I mean, let's check this job out. This is just one side of the school. It's a huge school and it's really tall in some sections, and the guttering is incredibly deep. So check this out. So it's going to be everything that's attached to this main building. So it follows all the way along all of this. There's some things set back on a roof, which we're allowed to get up there. There's like, basically you can sort of get up on that roof to get to the next one and on the next one. So we've already cleared that. It's all completely fine to go on the roof. It's all of this bits. Now, as you can see the thickness of that, that's how deep the guttering is. So it's the guttering is probably like a good foot in depth to it. And it's an eco roof. So if I can try and show you from a bit further back the roof, this job is massive. Hoping for a day. If it takes two, it takes two, but we should be able to get it done in a day. Now, can you see that roof there? There's all the plants growing on it. Yeah, it's like an eco roof, so I'm trying to be a bit better for the environment, I guess. But naturally, it makes a lot of things grow in the gutters. So, yeah, we're just waiting for Rob to arrive now. We're going to get set up. My brother's going to be doing all the lower down stuff today, and Rob is going to be talking me through all of the high stuff using the gutter vacuum. So yeah, stay tuned, we'll get set up in a minute, and we'll have a look at this vacuum. Right, so Sledge has been already getting to work up here on the first section of the roof. Look at this, literally rolls of turf that are coming out of this. So that's one bag full, one bucket full, 2 bags full, just from this low down section here. I'm going to try and get close up. It's really wet up here and I forgot my wellies. So that was absolutely jam-packed, but that's cleared. Obviously there's that bit down there which we'll probably get with the gutter vac. I'm going to get up onto this roof now and start getting this bit done up here. So just like I expected, there'd be a ton of balls in here as well. I think the Sledge said there was one block in the downpipe there, which is why it got so full, so I can imagine it's probably going to be the same on every bit. But yeah, I'll set this camera up now and we'll get cracking. and all of this stuff here, this low down stuff, but my brother can be sorting a lot of this out while we're tackling the hard stuff with the ladders. So this thing here, that's not included, it's just the main school that we're doing.
Oh, okay.
So this stuff isn't included. I don't think that's guttering on that oval bit there.
No, it's just at the front there.
Yeah, it's just just the front. Yeah, so that'll be fine. Yeah, they are really deep. Yeah, it is like the elbow to hand, like when I have my finger in it, is really quite deep. So then that's what we've done. We've done this side, all of that side now. This bottom bit we'll need to do still. All of this, I think this is the block part over here. So again, worst case scenario, if there's a problem, we can just get up there and with the ladders, but apparently all of this is really blocked. So yeah, there's a million footballs and plastic and all sorts of stuff in there. Yeah, see, it's pretty loaded, that one is, isn't it? So what Rob's just doing now is he's just checking all of the areas over there with the skyVac camera sort of inspection kit, just to make sure we can get to everything, check sort of how full it is, just so we sort of know what to expect. So when we get up there, you know, we know there's a hell of a lot in there, so we'll get it all sorted out. So yeah, we'll finish this walk around and then we'll probably get set up. Right then, so everyone, welcome back. Big shout out to Spinaclean for sending over the Industrial 85 vac. So I thought I'd do a quick intro now, just so everyone knows what I'm actually using. You know, do a bit of promotion for them as a big thank you for letting me use this on this amazing job. So first up, I'm going to sort of go through what's new for this year and some of the main features of it. So it's a multi-terrain chassis, and down here you can see these lockable casters there. So if you're on a hill, you can park it up, no worries. That's nice and easy to use actually. Bringing you around on the front here, this is actually a waste pipe, so when it fills up with water, I'll show you the inside in a minute, and it's basically got like a sieve and it will fill up with water here and you can easily drain it. So for anyone that's used gutter vacs before, you'll know they can get really heavy, so that's a wicked feature to add on. So you've got the inlet port here, so that's where you sort of plug in and off you go, and is that steel, is it?
Steel.
Yeah, that's steel there, so that's nice and solid, because usually they're plastic, aren't they? So right then, so I'll show you the inside and you know what's going on then. Right, so if my glamorous assistant Rob follows me around here, you take these little things off, and that, is it just two or is there three? There's three of them.
Yep.
And then that's what takes the top of the machine off. There we are, I'll just pop this down. Is that alright like that?
Spot on.
There we are, pop that down there like that. Now, if you follow me and take a look inside, this is that sieve that I was on about. So it sort of sits in the grooves in place like that. Now what this does, if I take this out, that basically will hold the dirt. The water will drain out of the dirt, and then you can use and it will sit sort of at the bottom, and then you can use that waste pipe, drain everything out, easy peasy. So I'll pop that out for a minute. And what was it, 78
litre stainless steel drum.
Stainless steel drum. So yeah, you won't need to be emptying it every 5 minutes like you would with a small one. So I almost forgot actually, this is actually a wicked feature. Now, if you pull this way, it tilts. So if you don't want to drain anything out of the thing, or you want to empty all of the dirt out and it might be a bit heavy for you, you can tilt like that and drain it out that way, which is a very nice feature. And secondly, if you're going to be going down like a tight alleyway, sometimes in the middle of like terrace houses and things like that, it can be really skinny alleyway. They've added on this little feature here, hopefully I'm doing this correctly. Okay, so it wiggles off just like that. Yep. So you can take that then completely off, and you up here as well. So now this is the filter, so after every use really, so sort of at the end of the day, after you've done a day's work with the machine, you can unscrew this bit at the bottom, just like so, take that off, and you want to be giving this sort of a good clean. So just use a brush, just clean out the inside of all the plinths there like that. And then you're good to go. And while we're here as well, this is a new feature for this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is a deflector plate.
So yeah, so the deflector plate, the purpose of that is obviously to eliminate any blockages.
Yeah.
To giving the machine the optimal suction power. Yep. Okay. That draws 10,500 litres per minute airflow into the drum.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So that's what it's producing.
Yeah. Okay.
On this machine. Okay.
Right. Okay. Right. So. Now this, what is it, protector plate?
Deflector plate.
Deflector plate. Yep. Right, sorry, my head has gone. Right then, so if you join me down here, this thing here, so this is a lever for light debris and heavy debris. So this is basically, the light one is for your sort of everyday use. Your standard gutter that's, you know, hasn't got a crazy amount of stuff in it, it's just got your clumps of moss and that's that. You're going to be perfectly fine with this. However, the heavy debris is basically what it says. If you get a huge clump like there's going to be on this job, where there's really large, heavy chunks of moss or weeds and things that are stuck in there, you want to be using that, but you don't need to use that for the entire job. Basically, use it for those really large, heavy clumps, and I presume as well, if you sometimes get like lost tiles, broken tiles that are stuck in there, that's going to give you the max suction power. So you just slide it over that way. and then you'd use that to pick up the really heavy stuff, and then as soon as that's done, slot it straight back down to the light debris, and then away you go. Right then, finally, so before we build it up and actually do some work, these are your standard carbon poles that come with it. So they are 1.5 meters in length, 50 mil in diameter. They've got this clamping mechanism as well, so instead of just like squeezing them in and push fitting, you can clamp them on. Now over here at the back you've got these grooves that are in it. Now that acts as a stopper, so you can't actually put the poles on too much and get them stuck, which is a common problem with a lot of the carbon poles. And I've got mine stuck together on my other gutter vac a few times as well, so that's a nice little feature, so you can't actually get them stuck. So this is the vac release. So basically you give it a quick twist like that, and it opens. Now the point of that is when you've got a blockage all the way at the top, you'll be like that, so you will have sucked up a huge piece of debris. Now if it's safe to do so, you can move the pole to the side, as long as there's a nice clear area and it's not going to land on anybody's head. You can twist that and it releases all of the suction power, so the debris will just fall straight down and land on the floor. Okay guys, quick update. Rob's left now. He's been gone for a while. I'm still on this section. Oh my days, it's so bad. I've still got that side to do and pretty much identical on the other side. Just to put it into context, there's all the blockages. Well, like I was explaining, where it sucks up a big chunk and then you use the release system and it drops it down for you. So that's what we're dealing with. I've still not finished this bit. I've still got that bit left to do, just that much there. So yeah, there's just like a million tennis balls in there. Let me follow you around here. It's just tennis ball after tennis ball. There's a tennis ball in there somewhere. Tennis ball, tennis ball, tennis ball, tennis ball. So we're going to save up all the balls and then see what we've got at the end of the job. But, oh god, it's getting warm. Let me just put it into context. I've had to empty this now 3 times just on this side, so we've got 3 times worth in there, and I'm about to empty it for the 4th time. Look at that. And it is literally, it's just like weeds and stones, so many stones, look. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. So yeah, look at that, gosh. So I'm probably, if I can, obviously kids have been playing around and stuff, so I haven't been able to film as much as I'd wanted to. I'm just going to time lapse this stuff and I'll try and get some close-up footage on some of the lower down gutters for you. But this thing is strong, I really enjoy it. Right, back to work.
That's how Sid's going to look after doing this job.
Right then folks, we are on the home stretch. I've done all of that to there, and my brother's just carrying on with this part now. And then there's just one more little bit just around the side of this big white section here. Absolutely knackered. The time is 4 o'clock. Just got to empty the beast again. I don't know how many litres or tons of rubbish that's been removed from this job so far, but it's a lot. I've filled up 4 like really big dirt sacks. There's black bags all over the place full of moss and mainly stones, to be honest with you. But yeah, we're coming along, we're getting there. So final push now, bit of tidying up, and then we're all done. So yeah, absolutely knackered, but yeah, very proud of us. It's been quite a big job for 2 people for one day. So oh, and apologies for the sort of lack of footage of me sort of cleaning the gutters from the inside, because there's such a small sort of gap in a lot of them, and it's so deep it's hard for me to actually like get the camera in a decent position for it. But my brother, I think, got some good footage of me cleaning it. So hopefully that turns out all right, so you can see the power of the machine. I mean, I'll show you now. So all of this sort of stuff is where it got sucked up and I had to release the pressure to sort of let go of it. I mean, this is the sort of stuff it's pulling out, so it's not easy when I mean, that's actually really heavy. So that obviously came out as one big chunk. And it's just all roots. It's craziness, absolute craziness. The amount of tennis balls and stuff as well, which have been absolutely nuts. But yeah, there's one thing I'd like to say about that machine is if it can handle this job and do this job properly, I'm pretty sure it can handle any job, because these are by far the worst gutters I've ever even thought about cleaning. So yeah, right, I'll empty the vac and then yeah, get started again. Right then folks, just wrapping up now. Oh, it is a late one. What the hell is that? Well, actually not too bad, it's 5:30. Is that mine? It's definitely not mine. So here's the collection of tennis balls and footballs in that bag. There's a hell of a lot of them, and that's not even all of them either. We are just going to be chucking these into the skip because they're all old, and they're literally, some of these tennis balls literally have weeds growing from inside of them. So yeah, I presume there'd be a lot, but the job's all done. We've just got a couple of rubbish to take off the top of some of the roofs where we've left bags up there. Then we're all good. So I don't know, let me just grab this bag actually. I don't know how this video is going to turn out because I'm not actually sure what I filmed. So I'm really sorry to spinaclean, because I'm meant to do a nice promotional video, but I don't know how well that'll turn out because we've sort of pushed for time to get this done. But apart from that, I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you probably in a video in a couple of days for the worst roof that you'll ever see on YouTube until I get a better one. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thanks very much, and thanks again to spinaclean for letting me use that vacuum for the job. So yeah, thank you everyone. Oh, and for anyone wondering, that's how much moss came off. That's roughly about 40 bin bags, yeah, 40 black bin bags full of moss that we used on that. Loads of toys everywhere. Yeah, look at all of that. It weighs an absolute ton. So yeah, thanks a lot everyone. Peace.